On a remote island, a young woman named Jen wakes up on the beach wearing a life jacket. She's confused but quickly notices her friend Brad lying nearby, unconscious. When she turns him over, she sees a sharp piece of coral stuck in his stomach. Panicked, she drags him from the water, pulls the coral out, and uses her scarf to stop the bleeding.
Shit.
She searches the jungle for help, finds a coconut, and brings water back to Brad, but he's already dead. Heartbroken, Jen explores more of the island. She finds an old bag hanging from a tree, filled with medicine from 1994, a red cooler with old sodas, and other survival items like a thermos, matches, and a Game Boy. She also discovers an abandoned tent and signs that others had once been stranded there. Back at the beach, she hears a sound in a tree and finds a tropical bird. That night, it rains, and she sleeps under leaves for warmth. In the morning, she collects stranded fish, but then finds a shark washed ashore, sliced in half. Terrified, she wonders what kind of creature could do that. She tries to clean the fish and finds her ruined diary, the ink washed away. Inside is a photo of her and her boyfriend. Exploring further, she discovers 3 old graves. The smell of Brad's body overwhelms her, so she buries him near the forest and marks his grave with a piece of wood. That night, she cooks fish and sleeps by a fire, but the next morning she finds Brad's grave disturbed. His body is gone. Scared, she sharpens a stick into a spear. At sea, she finds a floating bucket and suitcase along with clothes and sneakers. That night, she puts on the warm clothes and opens the metal box again, finding hidden photos. Suddenly, a plane flies overhead. She fires a flare. Once it fails. The second shot lights the sky. As the flare fades, a creature appears on the beach. Jen runs into the jungle and hides with her spear. The creature searches but eventually leaves. The next morning, Jen looks at the photo again. There are glowing eyes behind a woman in it. She tries to escape by turning the suitcase into a raft using life jackets, but it sinks. Frustrated, she sleeps in a hollow tree. That night, the creature rolls the tree with her inside, but she stays quiet until it leaves. The next day, she catches a small shark and hangs it as bait. Later, she sees it's been taken. She also finds a mutilated man floating in the sea and hangs his body in place of the shark. That night, she watches the creature take it. Another plane flies overhead, but she stays hidden. The next day, she builds a net in the trees to sleep safely. During a storm, lightning reveals the creature below. It sees her and pulls the net. Jen crashes to the ground and runs, chased out to the beach. She dodges the creature's attack and fights it off with her spear, but it throws her and kicks her into the water. She escapes into the jungle and hides again. In the morning, she sees an inflatable raft floating toward the island. Inside are her boyfriend Lucas and her friend Mia. Jen is overjoyed. She warns them about the sea monster and tells them what happened, including how it took their friend Zach. Lucas and Mia seem unsure and don't believe her. Jen shows them a photo with glowing eyes in the background. Mia wonders about the graves and who buried the people. Jen tells them Brad died after the shipwreck and was taken by the monster. Later, Mia confides how scared she was at sea. Jen wants to escape, but Lucas and Mia want to stay and wait for help. Jen asks for Lucas's knife to collect food. When she opens it, she sees red stains and realizes something is wrong. She goes alone to get food, but when she returns, Lucas and Mia are acting strangely. They say they're too tired to leave. Jen decides to leave without them. She sneaks off with the supplies, but they notice and chase her. Mia hits her with an oar and knocks her out. Jen wakes up tied to a tree. Mia accuses her of lying and imagining the monster. Lucas says there's nothing in the jungle. Jen insists it lives in the sea. Later, Mia finds a mutilated fish and looks disturbed. Lucas and Jen talk. He says she was unhappy even on the yacht and accuses her of ruining things. Jen begs to be let go. Suddenly, they hear a scream. Mia is under attack. Lucas runs with a torch, leaving Jen tied up. By the time she gets free, Mia is gone, dragged into the sea. Jen and Lucas hide in the jungle.
Don't let this be the only time we hang out. Smash that subscribe button and I'll keep more coming.
It's the 9th day. Lucas blames himself for Mia's death. Jen convinces him to help her prepare to leave. They fish and gather supplies. Before leaving, Jen grabs the old pill bottle from the camp. On the raft, Jen notices red stains, Zach's blood. Lucas rows west. Suddenly, the monster attacks. It slams the raft. Jen kicks at it and Lucas fires flares. The raft floods. The creature drags Jen underwater. She sees it clearly, a terrifying mix of human and shark. She stabs it with the pocket knife and escapes, but it grabs Lucas and pulls him into the black hole. Jen watches helplessly. She swims back to shore, builds a fire, and writes a final note in her diary, hoping her story helps someone. That night, she prepares for a last fight. She sets a trap with dry branches and makes sharp weapons. When the creature comes, she lights the fire. It panics. Jen stabs it with sticks. It grabs her, but she stabs it through the chest. They both bleed. The creature chases her to the beach but collapses. Jen kills it with her spear and cuts off its head. As dawn breaks, she limps toward the raft carrying the monster's head, proof of the nightmare she survived. The island burns behind her, smoke rising as a signal for rescue.